Hello and welcome back. So last time we basically managed to shave some yaks, and the yak we were shaving in particular was assembly machines. Right. I think we need that. We have a right royal mess here. Here, so this is blue engines and green circuits. Coming down. I think this is the missing item for both of these. What else does this need? Steel plate, which is on this lane. Good. And then the product can be put into a box. So we have managed to automate assembly machines for the first time. Is there any of this which I can put in? Yeah. Is there any of this I can put in? I'm just trying to free up inventory right now. Good. So, now that we have this, we can start to think about what the next thing to make is. There's lots of research we can do. We have the chemical tech cards, we have the military tech cards. So let's start to get military done, because I'm aware that at some point very nasty things will come to try and eat us. 19 of these already. I think the first place we should burn them is in making them. Alright. So let's put down a machine and ask it what military tech cards look like. Right. So, military tech is made from electronic components, which we have, I believe. Blank tech card, byte research data. Okay, do we have electronic components on the bus? I don't think we do. Okay, so let's have a look. We've got some ammo, green cards. Oh, hang on. These are the green... Yeah, these are green research cards. These are green circuits. So no, I don't think we have electronic components. So maybe that's the next thing to put on the bus. So electronic components will be an intermediate there. They need glass, silicon, plastic bars. Okay, before I go running off, how do I make silicon? Silicon is made from quartz and is a smelted product. Quartz is made from sand and water in a filtration plant. Okay, so it looks like we're heading back up towards the smelting end of the factory, and we're going to do the quartz silicon thing now. It gives us stone, which is fine because we can pass that into the stone hungry processes. We have several of those. Alright. So, let's put this down. This is going to smelt quartz into silicon. It produces 3 silicon for 6 quartz in 6.4 seconds. Right, let's start off with it 12 long. And I'd like to see if this is half a belt. No. So this would take one full input belt of quartz. Alright. Is that it? I think it is. And this produces half a belt out of silicon. Okay, so I think we can basically copy the guts of this. That's it. Then we can copy 2, 4, 6, 8 inserters. We can copy. There's no point going to the steel. 8 worth of output. There we go. That power. That power. We need this little gubbins here. Pretty good. Ah, I'm out of slow arms. We can go grab some of them from the arm shop in a minute. Good. In fact, I'm going to go to the arm shop now because we need various things and I want to make sure I've got them all. And we'll need a buffer on the end, which is going to look like... Not like that. That's too complicated. It's going to look like... No, that's a funny one because it goes in 2 directions. We'll find one in a minute. This is one. Good. So it's like that. I'm just going to delete off those smelters because I don't want to reset the recipe. And it would go there. Good. Okay, so we are going to run down, grab loads of arms, including blue ones. So I've been holding off using blue because they're expensive, but I think they're necessary for the war effort now. Have I done something really stupid here? Yes, I have. I didn't provide an output for blue arms. Cap that at 2 stacks. Okay, and this does not have any steel plate. No, it doesn't have anything it needs. Okay, so this line here is supposed to be steel plate and green circuits. I never hooked it up. Okay, it will have to come in there. Right, those are steel circuits, I think. So... let's make a nice big gap. So we'll come down there. Then we need green circuits in this gap. Oops. Okay. Don't seem to be able to pick those up. Never mind. So, do we now have things? Right, let's craft some more mining drills to help clear out my inventory. Yeah, this is now making. Alright. We are very low on iron plate. Let's run over here, see if we can address that. It might be mining, it might be something else. It must be something. Okay, we have almost no ore coming in. I think that's the problem. So we're getting towards the point where we need an iron outpost because our starter iron is nearly gone. Okay, that would still go. Okay, that there. We'll need some power poles. Oops. Good, then just to finish off this patch. Is that everything? Yes, it is. I think we can mine into the side of an underground. And we can sideload onto that. So that's the whole of our starter patch gone. Yeah, none of this is looking good. Alright. Let's head back down and finish placing those. Good, so they're all going now. Right. So this is useless at the moment because we do not have... We do not have the quartz. And where is that? Quartz. Right, we have one recipe for that, which is to take sand and produce stone and quartz. Okay. So we need sand. Sand comes from one of these. I've got a feeling we may have a cycle going on here. So let's have a go. Alright, let's double check. Quartz is crafted by taking sand and making stone. And it happens in a filtration plant. Filtration plant. And I need... Do I need a stone crusher? Yeah. And of course, I don't have any of the right stuff. I should just have all this in my inventory. And I have no idea with the filtration plant what sort of number of them I need to make this work. I do know I need stone. I think... Do I want to bring in a dedicated line? I think I do just for politeness sake. Okay. This is really congested now. Right, I went through there. Can I get there? Yep. Well, that's hideous. And also worrying that we have no stone on the belt. Is that it? Yep. So technically, because all the other belts are backed up, you know, it's not a huge deal. But I'm really not keen on reusing belts, even if they're imaginary belts. Because in the future we're going to substitute in other solutions. Okay. So stone will come in here. So this is a crusher that's going to produce some sand, sorry. Then we will have a filtration plant. Good. The filtration plant will produce quartz and a bit of stone. We are going to direct insert that bag. Alright. So I need a lot more of these filtration plants. Like 5 more. Right. And filtration plants take glass, steel beams, automation cores, and engine units. And I'm not particularly keen on handcrafting all of that. So what we're going to do is put engine units onto the bus. Because what we're going to do is shave the axe and then shave the shaved yaks until all the shaving has happened of all the yaks. How are we doing for all the things? Right, we're low on arms, particularly blue arms. Surprisingly, because we weren't actually manufacturing them. Here's the arms factory. Good. That's an improvement. So, change of plan. We're going to make engine units, which is iron plates, iron gear wheels, yellow motors, pipes. Pipes are not on the bus, so we'll make those. They're made from iron plates, so that's fair enough. I reckon if I bring in a half belt of iron, then I can put the pipes on the other half of the belt. Alright, so if we had 2 inputs, this one could be iron. And we can bring the iron in here onto a half belt. There we go. So, turn this into a pipe machine. So I can do 10 engine machines to 1 pipe machine. That seems like a good deal to me. 4, 6, 8, 10. Good. So if this were to take in iron, put out pipes. Then we can, for each of these, take in our iron and pipes there. Then we take in our gears and engines there. And that's the unit, I think. So just to recap, this is yellow engines and iron gear wheels. So here's the gear wheels, and here's the engines. So I want the... Just trying to do this in my head. I'm going to come in at this line. Let's do it the expensive way, just because it's been a long day. Okay, so we would need to make a gap. Then this one, let's do all of that for now. And then this is going to be like that, I think. Is it? All right. Good. And continue to clear up my inventory. So this is gears and yellow engines. Have we done that correctly? And that would go there. And where is the buffer return? So that would be there. Yeah? Good. And it needs a power pole there. Then we need an output for these. Like that. And like that. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. And what's the issue here? Put these in the wrong place. Alright, let's just move them up. In fact, that's what I should have had. Let's just take all this out, put it back. Life is too short for bad cabling. What am I doing? There, there, there. There, that's better. Okay. Okay, so we have engines now. Good. Let's queue up some more green science. Batteries look good. Advanced radar. Concrete. No idea what a gas power station is. Let's do the bullet upgrades. Logistics 2. Fuel. Alright, we're full of researchers. I don't know what most of this does, to be honest. Right, we are still really low on iron. I'm going to grab more belt. I seem to have a ridiculous number of stone furnaces in my inventory for reasons. There may be a place I can offload those later. Right. So we have a full belt of iron going in here. Near enough. Actually, this doesn't look like... Does that look more full? Yes, it does. But this is not going to last. And we're obviously using more than a half lane of iron now. So, what are the options? There's some coal there, raw metals, coal, smattering of copper. There's some iron off to the sides here, I think, possibly below the bus. I'm not quite sure what the right thing to do is. Let's go for a bit of an explore. Can I craft a car? Alright, let's find out. Car. Car is after fuel and logistics 2. Okay, let's cancel that. That. Logistics 2. Fuel, car. Good. And what do I need to craft a car? Okay, steel plates, gear wheels, engine units. So 5 steel plates, 10 gear wheels, 5 engine units. Right, what's my inventory? So I have the steel plates, I have the gear wheels. I need the engine units. And these are not crafting because iron plate. These have the iron plate, but not the pipe. Kind of stuck in a catch-22. Right, so let's take the iron plate I do have. Dump it all in here. Get some of these made. I only need 5. Okay. And then I can go for a bit of an exploration. In the meantime, can I... Yeah, so we're kind of chicken and egging. I need to get the filtration plants. For them I need engines. The engines are bottlenecked on iron. And everything kind of goes around and around in circles. And we've got the chemical science pack now, which needs me to get petroleum products. And again, without exploration, we can't really figure out what's going on. Can I craft a radar? Iron plates, I can get some off the end of the bus. There we go. And electric motors, grab some there. I like the idea of having some radars. We're going to stick one here. And that's going to start it. Oh, iron immediately. Here. 5.8 million. So how on earth do I bring that back to my smelters? Or do I smelt it in place? I'm not sure. But I think that is a problem for next time. So I'm just going to spam these down to get exploration done as soon as possible. 15 engine units, that's enough for me to get going. I almost need a to-do list. Creep collector. I need automation cores for that. Not really sure what a creep collector is, but I know I have automation cores. And we can clean off the end of these belts. Right, I'm going to call it here. Thanks very much for watching. I feel like we haven't done anything, but you know, I'm sure it's all very useful what we haven't done. Till next time, like, subscribe, tell your friends. Stay at home, stay safe, stay well, and I will see you again soon. Bye-bye.